Hey, I can settle for being ordinary. Y'all know the vibe. If you're not watching this live, fast forward because this is a live show, so you know we got to get everything up and running. You know how we do here. But we gonna talk about it today. Oh, we're gonna talk about it today because man, people love to read headlines. People love to read headlines, but they don't necessarily, like to dive and make things make sense. So, but Don, what's happening with you? Baron J67, boo you too, mother sucker. Gonna boo me. Y'all know the vibes. 15 minutes of fame gonna start here pretty quickly. Ain't got the clock up, but shut the stream out. Y'all know the vibe. I'm gonna come back to the chat in 1 second. Even though I should have had a chat, I got like all these monitors and stuff going here. I don't have the chat that's like up and running like the whole time. No reason for me to be having that like that. Let me go boom. But I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all hit the like button for me. Get some folks in here. Impromptu 15 minutes of fame. I didn't say nothing about. We're gonna test YouTube's subscription. Are people being alerted that we live? Right, we're testing that today. We're gonna test. Are people being alerted? We got almost 2,000 people sub to our channel, and we got a lot of people rocking with us in our community. Let's see if YouTube gonna let these people know that we actually up and running, man. Cause hold on. See what we're gonna talk about as our transition. We getting into this because a lot of people. Xbox admitted the titles added to Xbox Game Pass subscription service suffer from decreased sales. And I'm, you know what? Before we really get into it, I want to read some of these comments, right? You can always tell. Hold on. Read some of them. Breaking news: Netflix calls DVDs more 11. Pretends to be shocked. Like, come on now. And this ain't nothing on IGN. This is things that were said. And certain people have been running with this without actually getting the context and the details on what this actually means and what you're actually being told. People are instantly running to Xbox Game Pass trash, just like I said it was. So we've been knowing Xbox, even though there's plenty of evidence, there's plenty of articles quoting publishers, quoting developers, telling you, hey, I don't know how many people would actually play our title or actually knew of our title if not for Game Pass. One of the beautiful things about the service is that these games, when they're hitting on the platform day one, the visibility is right there. There's constant tweets going out. People know, oh, snap, I didn't know this game was even coming out. Or, oh, I never heard of this game. So there's plenty of evidence about that. But it seems as if the gaming space, it was looking and striving and really hoping for that one opportunity to say, Game Pass is trash. They looking for it. Shout out to y'all in the chat, man. The stream is just not getting started. I want to hear from y'all. Get that like button. Hit that like button. Shut the stream out. Let's sing, man.
For 15 minutes of fame, I can settle for being ordinary. But nobody remembers the ordinary. It's the ones who live forever. Trendsetters. Cause not everybody can be trendsetters. It's the only way I gotta be.
It's the only way I gotta be. What's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from LV1Gaming.com. Thank you guys for rocking out for 15 minutes of fame. No, I do not have the timer up because I found out that sometimes 15 minutes is not long enough. Now, I was supposed to have multiple topics in this 15 minutes of fame, but it depends on how things go. I might stick to one because I want to hear from y'all per usual. If not, I would dive into the next topic, but that might need its own 15 minutes in itself because, boy, yeah, I got a couple of subtopics we might get into because, the Super Bowl happened and some people promised me some things was going to happen and didn't happen, but that's neither here nor there. Shout out to the shout. James, what's going on, KP? what's happening, which appreciate you coming through and rocking with me. Listen, we're gonna dive right into it, right? Because I gotta let's switch this over here. Boom. All right, we got it. We gotta get into this. We gotta get into what was said, and then for those people who struggle with comprehension or struggle with taking off their either blue or red or green shaded glasses to truly see what's happening in the space, I'm going to help these people understand. Now, per usual, I always reserve the right to be wrong. Unlike a lot of people in this community, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Let me know how it's going in the chat. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Okay? I reserve the right to be wrong at all times because I'm not one of the people that's going to, hide and run when you got discovered to be wrong. I'll be wrong sometimes too. Sorry, IGN, if I took away 10 clicks from you, I apologize. We're going to get into the nitty gritty, okay? We're going to jump into it. Hope y'all can see that well. If I got to zoom in, let me know. What's going on, Hustle and Motivate, who is always hustling and or motivating. So in this article here by IGN, which they're not the only ones who wrote this article, so I'm going to think, thank them not the IGN knows I love IGN. A lot of people over IGN, that's not what I'm doing. Okay? Microsoft has admitted to putting games on its Xbox Game Pass subscription service leads to a market decline in base sales. As reported by GI Biz, the confirmation was included as part of the UK Competition and Market Authority provisional report. As you guys know, because you've been living under a rock, Microsoft was trying to buy Activision, and Sony is dancing in front of these people and saying, hey, look at me. Oh, don't let them buy Activision. We need Call of Duty. They're doing all of that, right? That's what's happening, right? If you ain't seen, that's what's going on. $69 billion. Some of y'all ain't got $69, but because you complaining about $70 games, but that's neither here nor there. Okay? So embedded within the 277-page document was a short paragraph revealing that Microsoft has submitted an internal analysis to the government body that showed. Now, this is where we're going to get into it. It's redacted. The percentage is redacted. They ain't showing how much, okay? But a percentage decline in base game sales 12 months following their addition to Game Pass. So, of course, once this hit the front page, everybody went running. Game Pass is trash. Game Pass is ass. You shouldn't sell your games over there. Game Pass is bad for gaming. See, I told y'all, if you had listened to my podcast, you would already know this because we talked about this weeks ago. No one's gonna pay attention and see what's happening. So I'm gonna pull up a few games, right? That's not immune to this happening. Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft, and it, I think read that a few times. Grand Theft Auto 5, COD. Certain games withstand the test of longevity. Some. Little bit. Not a lot. Can withstand the test of time, which is me saying this game is in the top 10 of the NPD or top 10 in sales a year into its release. That doesn't normally happen, okay? GTA 5 and certain other games that happens to, but it's not something that typically happens, okay? So a game comes out, and a lot of us are there day one, day two, week 3, first month, second month, third month, fourth month, hell, fifth month. It might be on a sale. Some of us are waiting on, looking for a good deal here, now, whatever the case may be, and we go and buy the game. But what's not happening is a year later and a game getting a crazy boost, unless, you got situations like Cyberpunk 2077. They had an incredible anime. Edge Runners dropped, right? Y'all remember Edge Runners? Incredible anime dropped. And that led to a surge of sales in Cyberpunk 2077, right? But again, you got to be a GTA 5 or you got to have something incredible happen, like Edge Runners. I don't know if anyone anticipated Edge Runners being that good, and for to affect the sales of a game that, for all intents and purposes, was treated by the community poorly because of the issues it had upon release, right? And that's not me trying to defend, how we treated it, right? It if a game comes out broken and you charge me money for it, we're gonna poop on it. Sorry, it is what it is. We're gonna poop on it. We're gonna kill it. Don't sell us broken games. Don't sell me dreams. Don't do that. Okay. So again, this thing hit the shelves and people ran out. Everyone's making tweets. I haven't looked because I'm not too far from being off radio, but I know people tend to run and make YouTube videos, run and make shorts. They begin to troll because everyone thinks they're a troll when in reality, most of y'all not funny. You might look now. Let me see. Most of y'all not funny. You're not funny, but everyone wants to be a troll. Oh, I'm just trolling. Your grandmother's ashamed of you because you troll on the internet and you haven't washed your ass in 2 days. You ain't had a girlfriend in your whole life, and you live in her basement, but you a troll. Yeah. But a key part about this that's very important, that I'm not going to say everyone. People that are lacking brain cells that are willing to work in conjunction with each other. The percentage decline in base game sales, 12 months. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I might dated myself with that. I know if you're younger than a certain age, you don't understand that reference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 months following their addition to Game Pass. And you have to assume, because I don't have the data in front of me, so I can't say what is or what is. I don't have data in front of me. However, I am willing to bet most games on Xbox Game Pass did not launch day one on Xbox Game Pass. The only promises you can make anything that was created by Microsoft, right? Other than that, most of these games were already released. So right then and there, you already have a decline in sales from day 1, day 2, day 3, week 3, week 4, month 3, month 4, year 1, year 2. There's already a decrease in sales based on when the game launched into Game Pass. Okay? So let's say a game that was popular, semi-popular, semi-popular, that released 2 years. 2 years after it launches into Game Pass. Okay? So mind you, we're already a year or two in. The big boost it had from the initial sales is gone. They don't have an anime. There's not a TV show. There's not an influencer making the game go viral. That's not happening, right? So you already have insignificant sales at this point. Now, I don't want to say insignificant. Okay, maybe that's going too far. But it's nothing near what they was getting in the first 6 months to a year. We're 2 years in. The game launches on Game Pass, and it gets an immediate spike. Immediate spike of number one, active players, obviously, right? Because like, oh, snap, I remember this game came out 2 years ago. I decided not to buy it. I forgot about it, so I'm going to go get it now, and I'm playing it now, right? So you're 2 years in, you launch on Game Pass, you get an immediate spike in sales. Immediately. 12 months after you launch on Game Pass, I think it's pretty obvious, and I think it's I don't want to keep thinking it's common sense. Because the people, I love you, my fellow gamers, but damn it, some of y'all are dumb. Some of y'all are dumb. Dumb, diggity dumb. Dumb, diggity, damn dumb. That you think a game now that has been out for 3 years, 1 year into Game Pass after its second year, 3 years total, is going to have an increase in sales? Dumb, diggity dumb. Dumb. In what world does that happen? What world does that happen that a game has been out a year or two that gets a boost? I gotta get my thing set up. Gets a boost from Game Pass, and then a year later has a increase in sales? After number one, people are playing it in Game Pass for no additional cost, or they bought the game with Game Pass because there's a discount when it's getting ready to leave, whatever the case may be. But there is no way that we as a people think that this is anything but normal. That it's anything but normal. We can't expect anything to all of a sudden sell like hotcakes when it's been out for a year, 2 years. Now, granted, there's some games that launch right into Game Pass. But the fact of the matter is 12 months after it releases, unless it's a mega hit like GTA 5, unless it has an anime like Cyberpunk 2077 that will increase sales, there's not many things that is going to massively boost sales of a game that's already been out a year, 2 years, 3 years. If it launched day one on Game Pass, obviously, by the time we hit 12 months, right? By the time we hit that, you're going to get a decrease in sales. Anyone who thinks otherwise is trolling. And then again, you know how I feel about trolls. Most of y'all stink. You didn't watch not foot or ass. Your grandmother's disappointed in you because you live in her basement. But hey, I troll on Twitter. I'm just trolling on YouTube comment sections. No, you're dumb. And I don't mean I'm not attacking grandma. I feel bad for grandmas because a lot of the idiots, a lot of the people in our space, they living off of grandma's SSI check and have the audacity to spend their time trying to make other people feel bad. Behind the lines of, I'm just trolling, don't take things so seriously. We gotta start, and I don't mean to go off on a tangent. We gotta start giving people passes of I'm trolling. I was just trolling is not a pass for you to say the dumbest things you can possibly say, for you to make outlandish claims without being able to back it up. And when you're found out to be wrong, or when it's time to show the world that you're absolutely lacking 3 to 4 brain cells that are willing to work in cohesion, for you to run and say, I was just trolling. You mad? And we accept it. These people build communities. They build entire communities. And it's just, your brain cells don't stick together, but dumbass people will stick together and band together and say, we're just trolling. No, you were wrong. You lack the intelligence or the will to go out and find things for yourself, but instead you look to the man to the right of you who also lives in his grandmother's house, who also is wearing the same damn drawers from 6 weeks ago that he hasn't washed, who also refuses to wash his feet in the shower, putting on deodorant when he goes to these game conventions. You look at him and say, I'm going to stick beside him. That's my man, I'm going to stick beside him. That's mine. And you stick behind these people while they continue to make idiotic claims. The people who decided to run with this today, you see him, you ask him, did you change your drawers today? Because there's no way that you think this is normal. Well, this is not normal. Sorry. That this is not normal. That this is some big gotcha moment. It's not. This is not a gotcha moment. Right? And it makes me want to go to, see, I'm not going to switch because this requires its own video, okay? But I bookmarked it, right? And I want to see if you guys can hear this. Because this is the next video, right? Because
there's a section of the fan base. If Sony could literally end
hope you're not hearing
Xbox,
that twice.
I mean, literally erase them from existence.
That deserves its own video. That deserves its own video. But those people that what's his name? MBG? MBG? Is that what that is? That's his name? MBG? Those people, if they exist, which Mr. MBG says exists, they are running with this today. Those are the people running with this today because, gotcha. Xbox Game Pass sucks, which means Xbox sucks. Don't buy Xbox. Buy a PlayStation like me. Don't go buy what you want to buy. Don't think for yourself. Think like me, because we're the same. No, I'm not going to wash my ass this week, but think like me. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. No, Game Pass. Does Game Pass have its issues? Yes. Game Pass has its issues. Is Game Pass the perfect service? Absolutely not. Do we know all the ins and outs and numbers of Game Pass? No. Will we ever? No. But to think, Swag, and see what's happening. Steve Biko or Biko, Bleecy Cake. Damn it. Right? To think, as gamers, we would celebrate this and be wrong about what we're celebrating. You're not even correct on what you're celebrating. What you're celebrating is because something in gaming, in your perspective, is failing. This is where we are. Is that people are wrongly celebrating something that they think is happening. They're wrong, but they're celebrating it as if this is true. Oh, look, the downfall of Xbox and Game Pass. Game Pass is bad for gaming. Look at them sales decrease. What are we doing? What are we doing? Get right. Or get you some get right. It's been 24 minutes of fame. God damn it. It's been 24 minutes of fame. I'm supposed to be going 15 minutes. You know, whatever. Shout out to the chat. But listen, I ain't gonna hold you. We're going 15 minutes again tomorrow. But this one might have to be pre-recorded. I need to find this young man's video. And I want to get some context. I don't want nobody making no tweets saying, "Oh, look, Fame's attacking." God dog it, man. Why can't I? What if I do this? Fame's attacking MBG. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. So I'm gonna find this young man's video I say young man. He might be the same age as me. Who knows? I'm listening to this because it's just hard to believe that we even given attention to the people who want gaming to fail. Regardless of what you think about subscription services versus buying a game straight out, right? Regardless of what you think about that. Metallic Punk, Hi-Fi Rush, yes, sir. Game is fire. Game is fire. Regardless of what you think about the concept versus owning games or buying games, at the end of the day, what we want is an influx of cash into the gaming space. I don't care how that cash gets there. I don't care if it's standard sales. I don't care if it's Game Pass, GameFly, Game 7. I don't care. I don't care how cash gets into the hobby. I want cash in the hobby. I don't care how it happens. And I don't want to hear about, oh, well, fame, I like owning my games. You do? You do? You like owning your games? Cool. What type of consoles do you have? Oh, man, I'm a multi-console owner. I have an Xbox Series S, and I got the PS4 Slim. So, you don't buy none of your games physical? Physical? Oh, no. Not me, buddy. I like to download my games right to my hard drive and play it, no disc included. Not me, buddy. Digital only. But as I said, I like to own my games. 100% ownership by me. I don't rent. You know, when I buy a game on my all-digital console, it's mine forever. It's mine forever. My ass. My ass. So I don't want to hear the people who are against Game Pass, who are against the rental service, and your reasoning be, I like to own my games. I have a PS5 Slim. I have a Series S. And I buy my games digital. You don't own shit. You don't. Those games are there for a good time, not a long time. And if you think I'm lying, you think I'm lying. If I'm still breathing in 20 years, tell me how those PS5 Series S downloads are going for you. Shout out to Mr. Kim in the chat. Hell, movies, music subscription sales are hurting. Bro, is that one word? Hurting my physical. Yes, I get what you said. My man said I'm gonna talk as fast as I can on the keyboard and push them words together. Shout out to you, Mr. Kamer, man. Long time supporter. Man, Mr. Kamer been rocking with me since before I was running my own channel. Right? I was by myself. Mr. Kamer been around. Good dude. All around good dude. Listen, I'm just being honest. We gotta, and I'm not finna be on some kumbaya stuff before I leave. I'm not finna do that. Oh, we gotta hold hands and be together. We gotta play games and play them together. We gotta kiss. I'm playing. Don't kiss. But listen, I'm not gonna go on no kumbaya moment and say, oh, we need to make sure. I get it. You know, I don't want to hear about, tribalism. Listen, we do it in sports. I'm a Cowboys fan. Ha. Fuck you, Eagles. I'm glad you lost the Super Bowl. Rub it in your face. I could care less about an Eagles fan or the Eagles in general. I'm not finna celebrate you. I get that, right? I'm a sports fan, so I understand how it is when you're a fan of something. Android, Apple. I'm a big Android user. I'm all about the Samsung. I don't use Apple products except for work. I get that. However, you wouldn't see me wanting Apple to go out of business. You wouldn't see me celebrating as a Cowboy fan an Eagle player being injured. You wouldn't see that, right? It's one thing to push and celebrate and like what you like. It's another thing to want to wish harm or the downfall of a competitor. And that's where gaming is. Nowhere else is that happening. Right? And you got a few idiots here and there, right? You know, people cheered Michael Irvin getting hurt because Eagle fans are weird. Eagles fans are weird. They're weird, tiny human beings. But even if this was the case, and they're saying Game Pass had a decline in base game sales, take out the 12 months, right? Take out the 12 months following their additional. Let's just say Game Pass was a decline, right? Why would we cheer that on? If it's time for a shift, okay. Right? But we shouldn't be happy that people lost out on money. Like there's less money coming to our industry. And I don't want to hear Microsoft needs to do it like PlayStation. No, they did that. It didn't work. They did that. It didn't work. Microsoft is carving out their own niche. Just like the Nintendo did. Just like the Nintendo. I'm sounding like an old man. The Nintendo. Just like Nintendo did. You carve out your niche, and if that niche working, you go full head on that niche, or whatever you're doing. Which is why Sony continues to make blockbuster style games, because that's what worked for them. Blockbuster style games. Listen, y'all are awesome. I appreciate y'all in every way. If anyone was offended today, I pray that you smell yourself and realize that you stink. Because that shoe fit. And you're only mad if the shoe fit. Go ahead and unlace it. Take off the socks. Get your stinking ass in the tub. Because you stink, and don't be in no conventions around me and you ain't washed your ass today. I pray all the mint toothpaste in the world comes to your house and you brush your teeth. I'm getting out of here. I'm fresh off of work. Listen, I love y'all. Head over to our TikTok. Level 1 Gaming. Look at the bird. It's us. Follow. We've been growing like crazy on TikTok, right? Like 200 some odd followers over the last couple of days. Like 15K likes. We got about to hit our second video over there. Is about to hit 100K views. We already got a video that are like 120K views. About to have another one about to hit 100K views. The TikTok growth has been crazy, but I would love for you guys to rock out over there because we have a lot of content on TikTok that we cannot post on YouTube. And that's due to whether it's music playing or whatever the case may be. If we put it on YouTube, it will get taken down immediately. So lots of content over at TikTok that we can't post on YouTube. So if you guys are listening and hear my voice, check us out on TikTok if you want to laugh. I'm getting my ass beat down over there because apparently I disrespected Knack. The PlayStation fans are not happy, and they're kicking my ass on the TikTok. My phone is blowing up as we speak. It's vibrating in the comment section because apparently you're not allowed to disrespect Knack. Check us out on TikTok, lv1gaming.com. Don't forget, check out the website. Wash your ass. This was 20 some odd minutes of fame. Y'all have a good one.